this light. What's going on, guys? All right, so it looks like we got audio, got our lights on. All right. Let's see, get these things maybe situated a little bit better. So come back some. All right, so Happy New Year, guys. We'll see what 2020 brings. I don't know if I'm going to change my collecting style. 2019 was kind of the year of the 9 9s. So I may kind of stick with that this year. I'm not exactly sure if I can get my earpiece to kind of stay here, I guess. But anyway, so we got some CGC boxes to unbox. We're going to save this one for last. This is the Marvel Special Edition 15, the one that I thought had a chance at a 9/8. So we'll save that one for last. And then this is a modern submission. And it's not a completely full submission, but anyway, I think it's like 18 books or something like that. So a lot of the similar modern keys that you guys are used to me seeing or investing in. And so, I don't know, I kind of slowed down a little bit ever since eBay started charging sales tax, because that really pissed me off. But since then, hey, Tony, what's going on, brother? Since then, I kind of basically figured out a way around the tax, okay? And this is only going to work for you guys if you sell comics, but you need to look at your individual, like, city or state. Oh, let me throw in the plug for Exchange Collectibles, guys. Check them out. They got tons of cool stuff. You can use discount code CRYPTO for 10% off. So what I ended up doing with eBay is setting up a commercial account. And that allows me to not pay sales tax, okay? So, but here's the thing. Don't abuse it, you know? So I'm going to buy things with that account that I know I'm definitely going to sell. You know, basically everything's kind of for sale, right? So even if you're going to hold something for a few years, I still think that, you know, the person who's the end user who doesn't sell comics or whatnot, then that person can pay tax on it and whatever. That's fine. So anyway, but I'm not going to, like, hey, if I buy a TV off eBay, I'm not going to buy that on my commercial account, because then I'd be abusing it, and I don't want to draw attention to myself as possibly abusing it. So anyway, that got me around the tax, which was you know, that was a killer, man, because it's like, man, I'm gonna have to pay 8 3/4 or 3/8% or whatever they charge right now tax. It's something like that, a little, not quite 8.5. And it's like, man, that's just gonna ruin my profit. I mean, because I a lot of times I'm operating on small profit margins, and if I have to pay that kind of money, it anyway. That really, this was like the last big purchase right here on this book that I got hit with tax on, because I remember I had to pay like $100 in tax, and I just went like, oh, you know, $100 in tax, I can't do this, you know. So anyway, another one of my buddies told me, hey, get a commercial account set up. You know, you're selling a lot of stuff. So anyway, that's what I did. Set up a commercial account. So for all you guys that are buying and selling a lot on eBay, set up a commercial account for your purchases anyway. I didn't want to try and switch over and start selling from that commercial account also at this point, because I've got really good feedback, and starting over from scratch is not going to be good. So anyway, that's what I did. Happy New Year as well, Tony. All right. So like I said, this isn't a full submission, but we still got some good books in here nonetheless. So get some of this. All right. Okay, and I believe these are all moderns. All right, so here we go. NYX3. I can't remember how many of them are in here. I think there's a good amount of these. Let's see. I guess that's okay. All right, so there's a few in here. I can't remember if there was like three or I think there was three, maybe. All right. 9.8 on that one. Now, a while back, I had two NYX3s that were 9.6s that I resubmitted because I thought they were 9.8s. I don't know if they were in this submission or the one submission before. So either way, I got one 9.8 in the last submission, and I don't know if that was one of the resubmits or not. Okay, so here's this Batman Beyond. What number is this? 6. So this is the first appearance of Ink. And I got this as a set. So it was Batman Beyond 1 through 6, and I paid like $120 for it, which is a fantastic deal. That's as much as a nice copy of number 1 can go for. So I was like, well, I'm getting all the other ones for free. And the 6 as well as the 3 are two other decent minor keys from that run. So I thought they all looked like they would be really high grade 9.6, 9.8. So I sent them all in. Daredevil 1, nice man. That's a sweet book for you guys to grade. What grade did you end up giving it, Tony? Oh, here we go. So the Batman Beyond from that set came back in a 9.8. That is nice. That's the first 9.8 I've been able to pull on that book. Gotten a few 9.6s before, but anyway, nice. So that one will be going right into the personal collection there. New Mutants 98. Let's take this bad boy down. Is this a newsstand? No, no newsstand. 9.8. Okay, so I think that in this submission, we had like maybe 5 New Mutants 98s. There was a lot of them. I think it was last submission we had like 5 NYX3s. In this submission, there's 5 New Mutants 98s. Oh, there we go. So, 2. Nice. So we went, like I said, I can't remember if it was this submission or last submission, but I resubmitted 2 9.6s that I thought should be 9.8. So it could quite possibly be that those were them right there. Wolverine Origin 6. Or no, I'm sorry, 10. This is the third claw variant. This book has been a really tough book for me to get in 9.8. Also, haven't got one yet. Few 9.6s though. So still a nice 1 for 100 variant there. I've said a few times, guys, I believe that Dakin will have his day. So while no one's really worried about that book right now, is a great time to pick it up. Okay, so here was the other Batman Beyond 6. Ended up picking this one up, just a raw single copy on eBay for, I don't know, $35 or something. Looked really nice, and it made a 9.8, so that's, can't complain there. So, wow, we're killing it with the Batman Beyond so far. Okay, another New Mutants 98, another 9.8. That's pretty sweet right there. No, I can't remember how many new. I think I had a couple newsstands in this. Still don't have a New Mutants 98 9.8 newsstand. Okay, another one. Oh, there we go. 3. We hit the hat trick there on the New Mutants 98s, guys. 3 of them. 3 9.8s. That's pretty sweet right there. Yeah, I mean, I cannot complain about that. Got anyone else? Nice. Yeah, you know what, Tony? I'm gonna get on eBay and check for EGS and see what's been selling. That's pretty sweet that people are starting to buy your books on eBay. Okay, Batman Adventures 12, 9-4. I think I had 2 of these in this submission. It seems like CGC always grades that book pretty tough. I think I've only gotten 198 on that one of all the ones that I've submitted. Okay. Speaking of Batman Adventures 12, there's a 9-6. So 9-4, 9-6 on the 2 from this submission. All right. Okay, this was an ash can for Dark Age. I knew it wasn't going to make 9.8, but I'd sent it anyway because it's a pretty tough book to get, this ash can. I was really thinking it would be a 9.6. You know, it's a little bit of waviness to it. I don't know. They probably graded it kind of harsh. I mean, I thought it had an outside shot at a 9.8, but I think they may be that this one should have been a 9.6. But it's not really a valuable book. Not yet, anyway, so I'm not all that concerned about it to resubmit it. Okay. All right. There's the last Batman Adventures, or I'm sorry, Batman Beyond key. And this one came from that same set that I got, the entire set out of. So all 3 of the books I submitted from that set came back 9.8s. That's awesome. So this is another pretty good key to pick up because they've been bringing Blight back. They didn't even mention that on the keys. Anyway, that's the first appearance of Blight, and the new Batman Beyond has brought that character back. So there's been some kind of renewed interest in the first appearance from the 90s. Okay. Oh, wow. That New Mutants 98 is an 8.0. Let me take a look at that. That's... What the... Oh. Ooh. Looks like that corner maybe possibly got dinged. I don't know. A little bit of waviness in the top, too, but... Well, that bottom corner, too. It looks like something happened to this one. I don't know. With the corner bent on the bottom, probably the highest it's going to grade is a 9.2. It's got like maybe a corner bend that breaks the color that's kind of about a half-inch line there. I don't know. Don't know if it's going to be worth messing with anything on this one, but hey, we pulled 3 9.8s for the New Mutants 98, so I can't really complain too much. Okay. Ultimate Fallout 4 variant, 9.4. I believe that this one I picked up as a CBCS 9.0 and then had it pressed. So I also picked up a 8.5 that was on the last submission. CGC 8.5. Got that pressed and brought it up to a 9.2. I still believe in this book, guys. If I can find them cheap, I'm definitely going to grab them. That book has room to grow still. Okay, so this is Sly Lords. You guys know I'm a big Valiant fan. This is the metal cover, and it's kind of interesting. It's like textured, almost like paint, or kind of reminds me of that stuck duck guy who puts like the duct tape, but it had a texture to it. And the back is pretty cool too. It's got like the painted cover version on the back. So I can't remember the ratio on this one. It may have been a 1 for 250, or a 1 for 100, something like that. I'm a fan of those Valiant metal covers, but I gotta get them at the right price because sometimes they get a little bit crazy. Okay, so here's the last New Mutants 98. This one's a 9.6. So yeah, can't really complain too much. Three 9.8s, a 9.6, and an 8.0. So I mean the 8.0 is what it is, but 3.96s is pretty good. I thought I had a couple newsstands in this run, but I guess not. Yeah, just one little spine stress there. 1, 2. Yeah, I agree. That one's a 9.6, so can't complain with that. All right, let me get these back. Clear off some space here, and then we will open up that Shang-Chi first appearance. But anyway, hopefully some of you guys can take advantage of that eBay business account and avoid the sales tax, because that is a killer. All right. Let's see. We'll just go ahead and pull both these down. Eternal Warrior 4. Yeah, if you can get them. I have so many Rise Zeros. It's mind blowing. So, it's the whole cameo versus first full appearance. Obviously, I'm gonna have both of them in my PC, but I think that the masses are gonna go for Rise Zero more so than they will Eternal Warrior 4. So I would still hunt down the Rise Zeros, and they're a lot easier to get than Eternal Warrior 4, to tell you the truth. And if you can find the glossies, obviously that I think is the creme de la creme. I think that eventually, once people find out the glossies are kind of like 10% of the print run, those things really, really could go up. So I've got quite a big stash of glossy 9.8s. I've got like probably still maybe 30 raw copies that of just regular Rise Zeros to send in. So yeah, I really do think that if Bloodshot does what I think it's gonna do, that it will start a little bit of a feeding frenzy for the older Valiant keys, and you're gonna have people kind of clamoring to get them. And I think they're gonna try and, the smart people will start to grab, everything they can, as soon as that movie kind of does well. And the even smarter people were already stocking up on them. So, I mean, it's still not too late. I would still definitely say to get them if you can. But, we'll see. Hopefully. I can't wait, man. 2 more months, and we have our first Valiant movie. I mean, that's just, blows my mind. I'm still waiting for Harbinger. Okay, so, well, I already saw the grade. So, anyway, it came back in 9.6, guys. So that's all right. I mean, I really was confident that this book would not grade lower than a 9.6, but I thought it had a really good chance at making 9.8. But anyway, I mean, that dang thing is nice. I mean, it possibly could be, it does have a, the wrap isn't perfect, but, supposedly they're not supposed to downgrade for that. But, I did get a book that was marked 9.6 that said, slight miswrap before. So anyway, sweet book, and, still did pretty good at getting it, when I did, for the price I did. I think I paid right around maybe $1,300, and it got hit with that $100 in tax. So, by the time you get it pressed, graded, all that good stuff, I'm probably in at like 1,500, and they still seem to be going for 1,800 to 2,000. So, um, can't complain about the price point for that one. And anyway, this is not something I would be looking to sell anyway. We're still years away from this movie coming out, and I think the book has definitely got room to grow. So that's what it is. Ninjak. Um, the problem with Ninjak is it's Bloodshot 6, and the print run is a little bit higher on that. So I don't know. I mean, I guess it's going to be his first appearance, so people are going to go after it. But there's a lot of them out there. I don't know how many. It could be like 2 or 300,000. So whether that book is going to, can really, I don't know what the ceiling is on it, but it will, if that book hits say $200, there's going to be just a flood of copies hitting CGC, because I was able to buy them for like $6 a piece, maybe 2 years ago. So I stocked up on a few of them, but I mean, there's going to be lots of people like me. So if that book hits $200, boom, I'm going to send in, a full submission and then start putting them on the market, and that'll put downward pressure. Probably go from 200 back down to 100. So anyway, that book has it's going to take a bit for it, in my opinion. I do think it's going to be a good book to have, but probably each time it makes a really big price jump, you're going to have a whole bunch of people submitting, and then those books will come onto the market, put downward pressure on the market, and the price will kind of come back down, and then it'll slowly start inching back up. But I mean, I love uh, Ninjak, and if you didn't see Tony, I don't know if it was the last time did I show off. Oh no, you know what? I didn't even show off that piece. Anyway, I've got a sweet Ninjak original art piece that Jimbo Salgado did for me. I'll have to grab that and show it off to you guys. But anyway, sweet. I mean, I love Ninjak. Great character. Um, the next thing is Harbinger, supposedly in the pipeline after Bloodshot. So we'll see. I've stocked up on the Harbinger stuff too, so hopefully that does well. And actually, I've been tracking, these things I always track, and the last two copies of Harbinger #198 kind of sold a little bit cheap. So maybe now, if you don't have one, is a time to grab one, because they were selling for like, they were up to like 11, maybe even $1,200, and there's been a couples most recent sales at like 700. So to me, that's a bargain. And once Bloodshot comes out, if the movie is as good as I think it's going to be, people are going to be clamoring for all of them older Valiant keys, man. I mean, they're going to go right to, of course, the Harbinger #1. They're probably going to hit the Eternal Warrior 4. Rise Zeros probably, and Eternal Warrior 4s are probably going to jump first, because those are both the Bloodshot keys. Then I like Magnus 5 for the first Rye. Rye is kind of tied to Bloodshot too, because he's got the Bloodshot's blood inside of him, so that kind of ties him to that whole thing. Anyway, so we'll see, man. I can't wait 2 months for Bloodshot. I've been waiting 5 years ever since they announced that deal with Sony and DMG. Um, anyway, I guess that's it, guys. Tony, thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch you guys later, and we'll see what 2020 brings for us. I'm real excited for you, Tony. 2020 is going to be a good year for you and EGS. I'm positive, brother. Take it easy. Later.